Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Said Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. I'm so sorry that I wasn't here yesterday, guys. Usually I try to post every day, but yesterday I ended up with a malfunction with my computer and had to run around like a chicken with my head cut off to deal with the issue. So I'm back, and I got a new computer. I ended up having to get a new one because the other one was dying a slow death, and I knew I needed another one, so I just went ahead and bit the bullet. So I've got that together, and pretty soon my new headset will be here, and life will be good. So I'm sorry about that, but welcome back to Ask an Aquarius. So we're going to talk about something that's very interesting that someone said to me a couple days ago. I got a message from a lesbian woman. She's about 25 years old. She told me that she had sex with her best friend. Her and her best friend have been best friends since the beginning of time. Her best friend is not a lesbian. Her best friend is bi-curious, was bi-curious. So she asked her friend to have sex with her because she wanted to experience what it was like to have sex with a woman. Well, they did, from more than one time, from what I gather. And she said that now her best friend is acting funny. And she was like, "What is wrong with her?" Like, we enjoyed ourselves, we're fine, nobody tripped. What is wrong with her? And I'm like, well, first of all, you are a lesbian. She is not. She is bi curious. These are two different places to be. When you're a lesbian and you're out the closet and you've dealt with your sexuality and everybody knows who you are and you at the gay parade, that's one space. You don't care what people say, you doing you, that's one space. But to be bi-curious, to never have sex with a woman, all of a sudden have experiences with a woman is a whole different space. You don't know if you're gay. You don't know if you're poly. You don't know if you're bi. You don't know if it was just an experience. You might have just did it for the experience. I know a lot of women who had sex with women in college repeatedly, married some dude, and moved on like nothing happened. It happens very frequently in a lot of different cultures. So my thing is that you don't know where she is. So if she's acting funny, it's because she's processing and dealing with and trying to figure out for herself where she is. So you see, she had no idea if she was going to like this sex or not. That's first and foremost. Liking it changes the game. Disliking it means, oh, I'm hetero, I'm good, I'm going about my business, or you just didn't like sex with that person. Could be that too. But the bottom line is that enjoying it and liking it and being your friend, you know? So it's something that I really wouldn't recommend. If you had asked me before it happened, I wouldn't have recommended it. Because yes, I've been in this situation. One of the things you said was, have I ever been here? Yeah, I've been here. I think a lot of us have been here. I think a lot of lesbian women have been in this situation. And I always tell them, when you're young, you like when I was young, it wasn't a big deal. I was open to casual sex. So when my friend said to me, yeah, I want to experience this, it was nothing to have the experience. I did exactly the same thing you did. And everything is fine. We're still friends now. It happened. We enjoyed it. We moved on, didn't tell nobody, and life went on. But when it comes down to your situation, you're still at the beginning. It just happened. So you have no idea how she's going to internalize it, no idea how she's going to process it, no idea where her head is at. You said that she's acting funny, y'all not doing the same things, y'all not talking as much. She is in a real shook state, what I call shook, because she doesn't really know. So she's trying to figure it out. That's why I don't recommend it, because my situation turned out fine, but we could have lost that friendship. It's very easy to lose a friendship when you start sleeping with your friend. It's very easy because it's a different dynamic, and people don't understand that. It's not the same dynamic. Platonic friends and screwing friends are two different types of friends. So if you've been platonic friends for 20 years and then have sex, it could be a wonderful thing or it can be a disaster. It depends on the expectations of both people, the communication of both people, and what they went into it thinking about or what was going to happen. Now, for you, like I said, you're far down the road with your sexuality. Now, she is questioning hers. And that's why she's acting strange. So I wouldn't feel any type of way about it. I wouldn't be upset with her. I would just, be like, well, I'll just leave it as it is because when she figures it out, she'll come back forward. If she figures out that, she's cool, everything's fine, she'll come back forward. Not just that, she might be into you. She might find herself, she might be confused, like, oh my God, I find myself into this person. But whatever her feelings and thoughts are, she's processing them. So I would just fall back and allow her to process. If she wanted to talk, I would talk. I would communicate freely and openly with her, you know. And if she didn't want to talk, I would leave it be till she did want to talk. But when you do things like this, you run the risk of losing those friendships. Seriously. And even though my situation turned out splendid, it doesn't always. I've seen a lot of people do the same exact thing and then the other person act funny and never really come back to the friendship. But you have to eat that. As the lesbian, no pun intended, you have to eat that. Bottom line, you have to take that. You have to allow that because you did something that has consequences. And those consequences can be positive or those consequences can be negative depending on how the other person internalizes it. So just fall back, allow her process, and when she comes forward, if she comes forward, have these conversations with her and leave the dialogue open. That's how we maintained the friendship. We kept the dialogue open because we didn't know what we were going to do. Are we going to have sex once? Are we never going to have sex again? We didn't know. We just decided that she wanted to experience this. Boom, let's do it. Now, we talked as we went along. Well, what do you think about this? This. We talked about it. And by the time we got to the end, it was like, okay, that was fun. We really enjoyed it, but let's just stay friends. She married a man, and I ended up getting with this girl. So everything was fine. We moved on with our lives, and it was just a chapter that we shared. So it can be that for you and this friend, or it can be the end of your book. You see? So for those of you who are considering doing this, I would say think long and hard and really consider not doing it because it could destroy a really great friendship. And to me, like I said before, there are two different dynamics. And to me, I'm going to be honest with you, as an Aquarius, friendship means more to me than a roll in the hay. You know, being somebody who's a loyal, trusted friend means way more to me than having sex. You know, I would much rather have the friendship than the sexual relationship. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who's wondering about this, experiencing this, or thinking about this. If you want to send me a love donation, I'll leave my PayPal. If you want to send me a gift, I'll leave my Amazon wish list. If you want to hit me up on social media, I'll leave my Facebook and my Instagram. If you want a tarot reading, email me and I will give you an appointment. I think my nearest appointment is like the 13th of May or something. If you ever want to schedule, make sure you give it at least a 10-day window, okay? So I do a lot of readings. Likewise, come back tomorrow because I have a lot more to say. See you later.